I've met so many Shannon Sharpes in my lifetime. I remember when I worked at a popular grocery store, there were so many of these middle-aged weirdos coming in trying to hold my hand, flirt with me, pay my bills at 18 and 19 years old.
I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharpe. Actually, nail him to the wall.
Shannon Sharpe is a walking case study for why y'all should listen to black women. Number one, Monique told him to leave them little girls alone and go get him a grown-ass woman. Did he listen? No. Now look.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're still looking at Shannon Sharpe's lawsuit.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
So we heard opinions from the brothers. Now we need to hear from the sisters, because the sisters, they have their own opinion on what Mr. Shannon is going through at the moment. But the best advice that we have is from Mrs. Monique, or is it Miss or Mrs.? Okay, I don't know, but I need to go and check it quickly. But yes, guys, we'll hear from Monique. She had something to say about her opinion on Mr. Shannon Sharpe. But let's check it out, and then we'll just continue with the other ladies who have their own opinion on what Mr. Shannon is going through. So let's check these videos out.
I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say what you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you. I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, no.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Dang. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Yeah, because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs.
Now listen, as a woman who can see both sides, I understand the appeal of dealing with a younger woman. As a man, I understand wanting to deal with a woman that don't come with all the baggage, that's easy to impress, doesn't have the life experience, so you can show her new things and feel like the big dog. I get it. I do get it. However, it's a line. Ain't no way you should be dealing with a woman that is younger than your kids. There is no way you should be dealing with women that you should ever have to wonder whether or not you're going to end up on social media being sued for $50 million. Y'all need to understand that when you play childish games, you get childish prizes. And Shannon Sharpe was super childish for dealing with any woman in her 19, 20, 21, 22 year age range when you are almost 60, my boy. Be careful. Now, the false accusations, jail time for you, ma'am. Any woman that thinks it's okay to falsely accuse a man of any kind of abuse or assault for a payday, jail. I think that needs to be a law. Jail. Okay? But in this case, sometimes y'all be putting yourselves in the position because that's what them young girls do. And I just believe, I could be wrong, but I just believe that Shannon Sharpe is one of those men that don't want to admit he getting old. Uncle Shannon don't want to admit that he getting old, so he try to keep all these young girls around him so he can still feel like he the man. You are the man, Uncle Shannon. But just go and get you a lady that's maybe like in her 40s. She's still a young thing, right? But you ain't got to worry about all of that. But sometimes when I see older men dealing with really, really young women, it's giving older women hold me to a higher standard that I don't want to meet. I could be wrong.
I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharpe. Actually, nail him to the wall. Men like Shannon Sharpe go after women whose frontal lobe have yet to develop, and then when they prove to you that they are still children, it's, how dare she try to manipulate me? How dare she try to get money from me? Why do you think she was fucking with your old ass? No, really. Why would a 19-year-old go after a man in his 50s who she also knows is only here for a good time? Y'all keep doing this. Y'all keep doing it. It keeps happening because y'all have spent y'all years mistreating women, and then because women have dealt with shit their entire life, you're like, that's baggage. No, that's called common sense, because a woman will no longer allow you to play with her once a woman gets to the point where she's like, wait a minute.
I've met so many Shannon Sharpes in my lifetime. I remember when I worked at a popular grocery store, there were so many of these middle-aged weirdos coming in trying to hold my hand, flirt with me, pay my bills at 18 and 19 years old. What bills did I have at 18 and 19 years old? A car payment, a phone bill, and the rent back then was $1,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Those people were pedos. They wanted to be with a teenager because I was barely legal. And they did it under the guise of, I'm going to take care of you. You're so mature for your age. I was not mature for my age. They just like young girls. You get what I'm saying? And there's going to be so many people that are like, well, Shannon Sharpe is being taken advantage of. This is just another case of us trying to bring black men down. Every time these Negroes get caught screwing white women, they turn into freedom fighters. You are not affected. This is not you being part of the system, or this is not systemic racism affecting you. This is you screwing a teenager, and the chickens are coming home to roost. So no, I don't have any sympathy for Shannon Sharpe. I'm not standing up for Shannon Sharpe. Get your nasty ass out of these freaking teenagers' DMs.
Shannon Sharpe is a walking case study for why y'all should listen to black women. Number one, Monique told him to leave them little girls alone and go get him a grown-ass woman. Did he listen? No. Now look. Number two, black women been telling y'all he didn't like black women. Just because he has kids by a black woman, because those were the women he was in proximity to, doesn't mean that he actually likes black women. So I don't think that there's a black woman alive that's actually shocked by the nature of those text messages and the kinks that Shannon Sharpe is into. Number three, black women kept telling y'all how weird it was that this 50, 60-year-old man kept talking about he's single for this reason, single for that reason. He's a high-value man, won't do this, won't do that. And now it comes out that he's paying $25K per ass cheek, allegedly. Nobody is shocked by that. Shannon Sharpe is... Shut up, Ashley. And number four, y'all was all up in arms when Tracy Ellis Ross says that she dates younger men because the men her age have a misogynistic and a sexist mindset. Okay. And sure, let's just say that 50-something-year-old woman pops out with a 30-year-old man is completely different than this 60-year-old man popping out with that 19-year-old girl. Y'all like to pretend that age differences don't matter when they most certainly do. And the only reason why she is 19 and not younger is because that's legal. I hope that helps.
Shannon Sharpe just proved what I've always thought, but I never really said it out loud. But it be y'all black men who are the real bed wenches. Yeah, there I said it. Black woman and a different race man is way different than a black man, different race woman. I swear it is. The black men play into this like race play thing that black women do not allow. Even if you would look at corn, there are specific sections that are just about like race play. Like the whole entire this big black man is coming and, doing whatever. Y'all, it be them. It's the black men that let people of other races say the N-word. It's the black men that let the white girls say the N-word. It's the black men that made a lot of this stuff that we say is not okay. It's them. They let it okay. They say it's okay. They let other people do it. And then everybody else thinks it's okay. It be them. I don't mind interracial relationships, but it be y'all black ass men who be making the shit weird. I be making the shit weird. I be making it like a kink, like a fetish, like a weird thing, like weird.
Stephen A. Smith's response to this whole Shannon Sharpe lawsuit ordeal leads me to believe that he will not be working for ESPN and Disney too much longer. So Stephen A. Smith just took to his YouTube, right, and did a whole segment, 20-minute long video about his thoughts in regards to this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit. And one of the things that stuck out to me was the fact that he kept saying, you know, I brought Shannon to ESPN, but I'm not the head honcho. I'm not the person who makes the final say. And these things are layered. He also pointed out to the fact that even though Shannon Sharpe in his video talked about how Tony Busby targeted Jay-Z as a black man, and he was being targeted just like Jay-Z was, he was basically saying, brought up the fact that yes, he did do that with Jay-Z, and while that lawsuit was withdrawn, he also represented 20 or so of Deshaun Watson's victims who actually successfully settled out of court. So he was basically saying, yeah, we can keep bringing up Jay-Z, but let's also talk about the cases that he's actually won or settled and was successful in, and it's important to note those as well. So he was trying to, it seemed like he was pointing out the differences between the Jay-Z situation and the Shannon Sharpe situation. Now, he did go in to say that they were friends, and he's spoken to Shannon. Shannon says that he didn't do it, you know, but he's not really wanting to give his hardcore opinions on it, doesn't want to make any judgments, but he's not going as hard for Shannon as he did when the lawsuit came out with Skip Bayless and Joy, what's her name? Joy? Forgot her last name. That lawsuit came out that involved Joy and Skip Bayless. He got on his show and he defended them tooth and nail. But with Shannon, it seems like he's teetering where he's like, he doesn't want to support him too much because he might be fired, but he also wants to be in his good graces if this goes Shannon's way. Like he's playing the fence a little bit.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next one, and peace out.